You have mapped out every single train ride and pinned every single trattoria, and your Google Calendar is stocked with museums and tours and three different gelato stops per day. And now, instead of feeling excited, you're feeling overwhelmed. Hi, I'm Vanya from Designer Italy, and I help independent travelers just like you build Italy itineraries that flow and that actually feel like a vacation and not as a marathon. And today I'm here to introduce you to a new concept that can save your entire trip, and it's the white space days. Why do you need them? What are they? And how to build them in your itinerary so to not have the feeling of losing a day in Italy. But before we dive in, make sure you download my free Italy trip planner checklist at the link below, and it will help you turn your itinerary from chaotic into clear with just 5 simple transformational shifts. So let's get started and stick around for the entire video. Here it is, the myth of the perfect itinerary. Let's be honest, most of the travelers plan their trips to Italy with this low-key pressure to do it all, and it's kind of an instinct of I don't want to miss anything, like Rome and Florence and Amalfi, and you want to do everything from a cooking class to wine tasting, Vespa tour, boat ride, guided museum, and everything. But when we get rest, when we're back home, right? Except this is not how our bodies and our memories work. You cram in everything, and one morning you wake up in Florence and you're feeling like you have hit a wall, and the Duomo is right there, and you just don't care. It's exciting until it's not, and this is a burnout, and it can ruin even the experiences of the most excited travelers. So what does a burnout actually looks like on a trip? And in the first place, it's stop being present, or you are looking and rushing through world-class art just to make it to your dinner reservation, or you snap 50 photos of the Colosseum but you don't feel anything, or you start asking yourself, why did we come here again? Or even worse, you start skipping things, and you cancel tours that you have already paid for, and you're just dragging your feet to make it from one place to another. And it's not because you choose to, but because you literally can't anymore. And here is the part that really hits. Some of the most memorable parts of Italy only happen when you're slow enough to notice them. And I have the antidote for this, and it's white space days. Those are not do nothing days, but lightly structured, low pressure days that will help your trip breathe. And think of them like as an intentional, pre-planned days with no schedules. So no full day tours, no train rides, no must-sees, just light and casual experiences. Those are the days in your itinerary when the pace slows down. So you're still doing things, but you're doing them with intention and with room to rest or even improvise. And you should build those white spaces every 4 or 5 days in your itinerary. And this will allow your body to rest and your brain to catch up. Think about one unstructured morning or afternoon when you decide in the moment what feels good to do, or you just do one key activity instead of four. And it's about restoring the rhythm of your trip and not removing the meaning. And you still explore, but without the rush and without the clock breathing down your neck. These aren't lost days, they're the glue that holds your trip together. So, how do you actually do this? And here's my personal formula. Every 4 or 5 days, schedule a date with a tight schedule, no back-to-back bookings. Avoid travel days. Make it a day where you're already in a place. Don't label it free day in your calendar. label it white space day. And believe me, this shifts your mindset. So choose an anchor, one anchor, perhaps one museum visit, or walk with no agenda, or a food market. It's just trust the process, because this is not an empty time, it's a fertile time. And here is an example. You land in Rome and you explore the capital for 3 days, and then you move to Florence, and after 2 days of Renaissance art and wine, just make day 6 a white space day. Stay in Florence, wake up with no alarm, wander, maybe end up at the Boboli Gardens or in a cafe for a couple of hours, just people watching, or just go shopping in the small artisan shops, or just have dinner in a typical trattoria. And that unplanned days usually are the days that the travelers remember the most, because it's still Italy, it's still amazing, but you just slow down enough to actually notice it. And I get it. You might be thinking, but Vanya, I only have 10 days in Italy and I don't want to lose one. And here's the trick, here is the mindset shift. Rest, it's not a detour, it's part of the journey. And you're not wasting time, you're not wasting a day, you're investing in the ability to enjoy the next one, because white space days actually protect the rest of your trip, and they're also preventing you from fizzing out halfway through. And I have seen this over and over again. Clients coming to me with hyper optimized spreadsheets with places to visit and things to do. And no, you really need to build in 1 or 2 buffer days. So no lines, no tours, just live, because that's Italy. And if your itinerary starts looking like a military operation and your excitement is getting close, and you want an itinerary that actually feels like a vacation, not like a sprint, just build in some white space days. And if you want help designing your Italy trip with rhythm and rest and real meaning, book your free 30-minute consultation call with me at the link below. It's just a friendly conversation, just a way to explore your travel ideas. Because remember, Italy, it's not just a list of sites, it's an experience. I'm Vanya from Design Your Italy. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.